This is the S&P 500 one-day reading for November 20th, 2023. It's currently October 4th, 2023, 8:27 p.m. Eastern Time. The S&P 500 is currently 4,263.75, and the shuffle video we're about to play was created on September 25th, 2023 at 2:49 p.m. Eastern Time. That's this video right here. So the overall theme and behavior for the day is a notable decline off of a peak. Behavior around the highest high for the day, we have a breakout on a one-day scale. Behavior around the lowest low, we have a period of sideways rotation that ends with a fast sudden move higher. And then I'm advised to trade around a U-shaped dip that forms near the intersection of two perpendicular diagonal trend lines. When we look at the 1 month, we have a unicursal energy here, and that's a cross-reading congruency. We have a unicursal energy up here. We also have two cross-reading congruencies that take place here near the low at a trade opportunity, and we'll talk about the trade opportunity in more detail in just a moment. I want to make sure people are aware there's plenty of ways to support the channel. We actually do private sessions. You go to our services, private sessions. We do 60-minute and 90-minute consults. Great way to meet somebody. And if you have a ton of questions about a specific stock or something, or maybe it's not even stock or investment related, it doesn't have to be. It's a great way to get some one-on-one time. It's a private Zoom. And then also, if you want to learn more about SO meta-analysis, you can actually get the book. And we're going to have the cards back up on the site relatively soon. You'll be able to buy the ebook and the deck of cards together for a bundled price. But you could get the ebook here, and that really will explain quite a bit about the system of SO meta-analysis, the third system of financial analysis that I developed over 23 years, my friends. Yeah, okay, so there's most likely we have a pretty big gap down over the weekend, and we start out at a low, and there's an unexpected move to the upside out of that low. This is a cross-reading congruency, so there'll be something important that stands out here in the pre-market. We'll go from a low all the way to what appears to be a high there, probably in the first hour to half hour to hour and a half, probably closer to half hour because we have a resistance level that's highlighted here, where we'll kind of flatten out, and then we decline to and through support to meet a second support. We break through that support momentarily, but then we come back and we do sideways rotation along that support. That leads us into a low. It may be multiple false lows here, or some sort of tricky behavior between 11 and 12 o'clock. I'd be mindful there and not be impulsive. And we have a low midday where I would, first off, I would have closed out of, if there was a good gap down over the weekend, I would have closed out of the short position that I opened on Friday here first thing in the morning in that gap. If I missed that opportunity, I'd wait for a low midday. There's really mixed behavior around noontime with a sharp drop in there. There's a rally into a peak around 1:15, and I'm advised not to chase that rally. There's a notable drop. And that takes us into a low again between roughly 2 and 3. Out of that low, we have a big move from the big move to reach for distant resistance. By distant, I mean not the next resistance. So find the next key resistance level, and then it's going to be at least the next one. And then out of that big move higher, that'll take us to a high for the day. Again, the high and the low are within close time proximity. And from that high, we'll have a decline into the last hour of trading. Notable decline that as the orange that we have highlighted in the last hour and at the close indicates a sharp drop off of a peak or crest. From that high, we have a notable decline. And that decline offers an opportunity to close a short position or open up a long position. So you could have opened up a short position after we make the first low, and we have this rally into a crest around 1:15, followed by a notable decline, and then to a low, and then a big move higher. That big move higher, you might open up a short position for a scalp and close that scalp at the end of the day. And very likely we have a lowest low. I just found this cross-reading congruency. So on the 1 month, when I did the 1 month report, I didn't have this circled in red, sort of missed it. But you can see the high and the low are stacked on top of each other, making it very difficult to determine exactly where they are. Sometimes what that means is that we have a low here and a high coming in a couple days, or it could mean that there's a prominent peak on the day of as well. We'll see. And it's difficult to determine where we open, guys. But that's the S&P 500 for November 20th, 2023. Please make sure to follow. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. And if you have, please share with somebody that you think it'll benefit. It really helps out the channel. Most importantly, make sure to follow that rule of karma. I'll see you guys on the next one.